What's going on, Facebook world? What's happening? What's happening? What's going on? So listen, man, I've been, I haven't been on Facebook Live very much here recently. And it's because I have literally been freaking slammed. What's up, Jason Alt, Glenn Imes, Tiffany Felton, Oibai? What's going on? Jim Weaver, my man, how you doing? So, it's been a long day. Been using my voice a lot. So, what's up, bro? Natalie, how you doing? Daniel Joseph, holy crap, we got Savage Grind in the house. What is up? Thank you for sharing. I appreciate you sharing. Thank you, Hermilo. Damn, I gotta get that down. Deb Lord, oh my Lord, what's going on? John, how are you? So listen. What's the payoff? What is the payoff? Chuck Studebaker, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Thank you guys for all the shares. I see it popping up over here on my computer screen. So, yeah, man, no rest for the weary. That's right. I have been going. I was on a call last night till 1 o'clock in the morning. Had to get up at 7. Didn't even finish working until about 1:40. Got up at 7 o'clock. Had to get my little one to school. My wife is out of town. What's up, Michael? How you doing? Michael and Michael. Two Michaels all at once. What's up? So look, I had to get my my little one off to school. Andy, see you in a week. What is the most successful action you've taken in the last week? Dude, what a question, man. That's a great question. What is the most successful action I've taken? The most successful action I've taken. Sean Allen, what's going on? The most successful action that I've taken is I don't stop, man. I don't stop. I will not stop no matter what. I get tired. I think about taking a nap. And listen, once in a while I close my eyes and I snooze for a minute or two or 5 in my chair. And then I come back to it and go, man. So the most successful action. Deborah Leanne Smart, how are you? Jack Gotchi, how you doing? So can't stop, won't stop, man. You gotta grind it out. I mean, you gotta grind it out. You gotta hustle. You gotta bust ass no matter what. And like, look, I had an amazing meeting today. I mean, a big freaking meeting that turned into 2 meetings that went from about I don't know, it was going to be a 30 or 45 minute meeting that turned into an hour and 15-minute meeting the first time, then another hour and a half meeting. What's up, Greg Crane? So, like, Ken does not sleep. Dude, I sleep, man. I do sleep. But, you know, I thrive. I got my patch on somewhere here. So I thrive. Thank God for that. Andy, dude, I appreciate you being on here, man. Wasn't it just your birthday? Wasn't it was it today? See, all my days are running together. So happy birthday, Andy. I know it was either today or recently, somewhere in that vicinity. So happy birthday to Andy. So look, what's the payoff? What is the payoff? I'll tell you what the payoff is. I do coaching. I coach some people. I don't coach many people, but I coach some people. And I was talking to somebody today, and this dude is, trust me, man, this guy is doing very, very freaking well in life and in his business. And you know, like, he still has that block that we all get, right? We all get these blocks, like, you know, if I get to $1 million a year, I'm good. No, man, you got to keep going. You got to keep pushing. You get there. Holy crap, Danelle Delgado. Oh my God, Danelle, how are you? Laura, Mark Warner, there's Leslie Walls. How are you, Leslie? So, like, you know, you gotta set your targets, man, and set them high and and don't stop. You just don't stop, man. Like I don't give up. You know, Andy, that was a great question. What's the most successful action I've taken this week? The most successful action is I don't stop. Like you know, I've said this for years, and people who know me well or have ever worked around me know that it is very, very difficult. I got hate email today, didn't let it get me down. You know you're doing something right when you get the haters, right? I mean, that's the truth. And I'll tell you, the first time I got haters, man, I was like, oh my God, but I love everybody. Why you got to be hating? But you know, like you can't, no matter what, you're not gonna please everybody. Joe Alverson, how you doing, brother? Joe, man, that was that was a bad deal over there in Westerville, man. Hey, we had, I'm sure you guys made the national news. If you didn't see, we had two of our finest in law enforcement were murdered, gunned down the other day, a couple days ago. It made national news, so you know those were husbands and fathers, and you know, keep them in your prayers. Keep those families and those children and those wives and the law enforcement community. I have a lot of friends in law enforcement. I've done a lot of work in the technology field for law enforcement officers and agencies all over Ohio. So it's very sad. I have some friends that knew those officers well. So some crazy ass people in this world, man. I mean, crazy. Absolutely insane. So keep, hey, you know what? Our first responders, you ever in an emergency, the first person you're going to think of is who's coming and how fast they're going to get there. I promise you that. So, you know, keep them in your prayers. They're good people. Good people. But anyway, so, you know, I was talking about, you know, what's the payoff of pushing forward? You know, what's the payoff of being average? What's the payoff of not pushing harder? The payoff of not working harder, the payoff of not pushing harder, the payoff of not pushing forward is being average, is being a ward of the state in your retirement years. It's you know, I'm telling you, like I have an EMT later, Eva right next door to me. Time what he does. Yeah, definitely. Right, Lauren. Lauren knows all about not being average. She knows all about it. What's up, Trey Staff? How you doing? Brad Barroso. Sorry, man. Butchering names. I hate it when I do that. I would hate it if somebody butchered my name. But anyway, so Jerry Acuff, how are you, man? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping in here. Lauren, you know all about it. You know all about it. I saw your post the other day. Thank you for the shout out, by the way. I appreciate that a lot. I coached Lauren through some YouTube SEO to help her start getting better rankings in her YouTube channel. What was that, about 5 months ago, 6 months ago, something like that. And I think it helped a little bit. I think it helped. Well, good. I appreciate it. I just had somebody in a couple of private Facebook groups that I'm in, that I'm very actively involved in, give me some shout outs for some SEO stuff I recently did that's freaking unreal. Not just YouTube SEO either, some on-page SEO stuff that I got a website ranked in #1 in Google like in less than a week. So, I love technology. Hey, Tiffany, how are you? I love technology. I've been doing this stuff passionately since I was 11 years old when I got my first computer, a Commodore 64C with a cassette tape drive. Hey, Susan Day, how are you? Excuse me. So technology's in my blood. It's in my bloodstream. I love the stuff. I love helping people. That's what my life is about today. And, you know, I had a conversation with somebody last night, actually, at almost 1 in the morning. And I said, dude, you know, he's like, dude, it looks like you're really killing it. You're making some good money. And I said, no, I am. And I said, but, you know, more importantly, I have the ability to really help a lot of people. And if I believe what Zig Ziglar said many, many, many years ago when he said, friend, if you help enough other people get what they want out of life, then you will have everything that you want out of life. And I believe that to be true. By the way, yeah, I got that all. Oh, good, Robert. Good to hear. My ROI told me I closed over $4 million from Facebook Live alone. Boom! Shakalaka. Hey, Deb, I'm going to message you. I want to talk to you about something. Remind me. If you don't hear from me, message me. I'm just kidding. I want to talk to you about something. Anyway, so look, the payoff for extremely hard work could be failure. It's true. There are, you know, maybe you don't have the acumen, maybe you don't have the whatever. It could be that you fail over and over and over and over again. Like maybe you fail multiple times and over and over and over, but you still keep working hard. Eventually, I truly believe this in my heart of hearts, that if you keep working really, really hard and you help enough people, I mean, genuinely help enough people from your heart, help them. And I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the money. I'm not talking about that. That is one way you can help people. But if you don't have it, there's other ways you can help people. There's other ways. You don't believe me? Go read the obituary column in your little town, wherever you are, and find a family that's suffering, that just lost their father, their husband, their mother, their sibling or somebody, and bake them a pie and take it to them. Drop some flowers off. Help people feel better about life and where they're going, and watch your life start to improve. So the payoff, that's what I titled this, the payoff. The payoff is keep pushing forward no matter what. No matter what. I am telling you, I promise you, I've been there 1,000,000 times. You've got to keep pushing forward. You're going to have haters. That's all right. Let them hate. Let them hate. Let them talk their smack. Let them talk their crap. Let them talk about you. Give them something to talk about. What's that old song? Let's give them something to talk about. Who is that? Anyway, like, give them something to talk about. Like, make a freaking splash in the universe. Sorry, I will never sing again on another one of my lives. But, like, give them something to talk about. Only the lazy asses hate. That's right. Bonnie Raitt, that's it. You're right. So, only the lazy asses hate. That's exactly correct. So, like, go out and make some freaking noise. Make some noise. I know so many people that want to... Holy crap, is Cassie on here? Hey, Cassie, how are you? So, I know so many people that want to, like, oh, I want to blow up. I want to do this. I want to do that. But they won't get on a Facebook Live. They won't even get on a Facebook Live. Like, what? Get on a Facebook freaking Live. Like, I didn't plan this out, by the way. I didn't think about what I was going to say, really. I thought, well, let's talk about the end result. What did I title this? I don't even remember now, see? The payoff. The payoff. I just put it out there, man. And I'm nobody special. I'm just a dude out here hustling, man. I'm working, I'm grinding, I'm pushing forward, and I'm helping as many people as I can along the way. That's what I'm doing. And yes, Lauren, stand in your truth. Stand in your truth. Stand up for who you are. Stand up for what is right. Just from the heart. That's right, Deb. Stand up for the truth and what is right for you and your family and the people that you love. And be a good person. And if you can't be a good person, at least don't be an asshole. Pardon my language. If that offends you, I apologize. Unfriend me and hate me behind my back and talk about me so you leave other people alone. So, like, look, I'm kidding. Don't do all that. I love all of you. Don't do that. So, Sandy Lewis, I love Sandy. She is like, that woman right there, y'all, is one of the most special people on this planet. I am not kidding. You only fail if you don't try. Thanks for inspiring me again. That's right, dude. That is absolutely right. Josh Anderson, how are you? Lauren, I'm sorry I offended you. Tiffany, how could you swear like that on my live stream? Hashtag don't be a, what she said, right there. Look, it's right there. So, like, look, just you know, be a good person. Keep trying. You're going to fail. That's part of life, man. I mean, it's part of life. It's like, you know, you gotta accept that, man. There's a book written by Scott Peck called The Road Less Traveled. And in that book, he says, the very first 3 words of the first chapter are, life is difficult. And he says, you know, you don't walk around moaning, oh, life is difficult. You don't do that. You just don't go through life expecting, like, you know, because you're, you know, a certain way or a certain race or a certain age or a certain gender or a certain whatever, that, you know, the world owes you something because of that. No, man, life is difficult for everyone. And the sooner that you accept that life is difficult, he says, and I'm paraphrasing, but he says the sooner that you accept, to the degree that you accept that life is difficult, to that degree, you will transcend the difficulties of life. Think about that. If you go, man, hey, life is difficult for everybody. Oh, I'm going to go to the bar and drink, or I'm going to go, you know, do this, or and feel sorry for yourself because, like, life isn't difficult for everybody else. Dude, it's difficult for everybody. It's difficult for everybody. Everybody. Jason Hallen, my man. Woo! My man, my brother, Jason Hallen. There's a dude. Dude, see what that just did to my throat, dude? Trying to do your woo. I can't even do your woo, bro. And that sounds weird saying that too. But, like, you know, look. When you quit walking around expecting that, you know, your life should be magical in every step that you take, that unicorns and fairies should be surrounding you, and you should be, you know, I don't know, maybe pooping Hershey Kisses or something. When you stop expecting that picture and you start working your arse off, as they would say in the UK, is that right? But you start working your butt off for what it is that you want, and you get clarity about what you want. Like, you got to get clear. Like, what is it that you want? What is it that, Deb, you crack me up. What is it that you want? Like, get clear about it. Write it down. Dude, look. I'm not going to turn this into a Grant Cardone commercial, but I will say that this thing right here, the 10X planner, changed my life, man. It changed my life. Not because it's like this brilliant genius thing that Grant Cardone, like, you know, he rubbed $100 million on it and said, there, I deem you to be a hectamillionaire too. That's not what happened. He's like, look, man, get the 10X planner and write your shit down twice a day, and write down your targets and write down your goals and write down your successes, and and write out your appointments, and, you know, blank space on the calendar is the devil's work, you know, stuff like that. Like, that's why this thing works. It forces you, and I have boxes filled with used ones of these. And I'm down to just a couple of these left. So you got to get a plan, man. You got to get a plan. Oh, and then, oh snap, look at that. We got the Savage Grind Planner too. And it helps you do the same stuff. You write it down. Go to savagegrind.com. Go to grantcardone.com. But get a planner that you can write your stuff down. And seriously, like, get it. Like, you got to get it together, man. If you're not getting everything that you want out of life, if you're not achieving those super high goals, if you go, man, being a millionaire is for everybody else, I just don't know. I mean, I tried that once and it just didn't work too well for me. Like, what? What? There's not a millionaire that exists that would say that, by the way, unless they were handed a bunch of money or something. So, look. You got to freaking, like, you got to get it together. You got to get it together. You got to get your planner out. Get your planner out. You got to open this puppy up, and you got to write down your goals. You got to write down a quote for the day. You got to write down everything about what you want to accomplish. Write down your targets. Write down everything, your successes. And then at night, write down your goals again, man. You got to do it. If you're not doing it, dude, you got nobody to blame but you. Nobody to blame but you. I had somebody try to blame me for some stuff like that they didn't do. They didn't do. And it's not even my wife. Did you get that? I'm kidding. Like, my wife and I are good at blaming each other. If you're married, you can relate to that probably. But, like, you know, like, I had somebody trying to blame me for some stuff. Like, dude, like, no, man. Just take your blame somewhere else, man. Do the work. You got to do the work, man. Nobody else is going to do push-ups for you. Nobody. Nobody else will do push-ups for you. You can't get a gun show without doing the work. And I mean, seriously, that at the end of the day, what's up, Orlando? How you doing, man? Marcus, what's going on? So look, Brad Smolinski, how are you? Yeah, you got to do the work. That's right. Hey, I have been broke. I've been so poor I couldn't afford to pay attention. I've been homeless. I've begged for money just so I could eat. Like, I've been through it all. Okay? And I'm not saying that I don't feel empathy for people, because I do. Empathy. But I don't feel sympathy. I feel empathy. If you're not willing to work your ass off for it, but you're willing to take my money that I do work my ass off for, dude, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you, but I know this. I take every single opportunity that I possibly can, and if it makes sense to me, I act on it. I act on it. I go. I just go. And thank you for sharing. I really appreciate that, Marcus. Really appreciate that. So, like, you know, look at everything going on in your life. Look at your goals. Write your goals down. If you're not writing your goals down, it's like, again, I don't mean to keep referencing Zig Ziglar, but I'll reference him again. You know, he used to tell a story about if you took a blindfolded marksman that was the best bow shooter in the world with a bow and arrow, is that what you call it? And you take him, and the best guy that can split the arrow in the bullseye every single shot, you blindfold him and you spin him around and around and around and around in a circle, and you say, okay, I'm leaving the blindfold on. We just spun you around the circle. Everybody's out of your way. Hit the bullseye. Leave that blindfold on. The chances of him hitting that are slim to none. Slim to none. Why? The reason he wouldn't hit that is because he has no idea where the target is or what the target is. You got to write your goals down. And what Grant says, Grant taught me to write my goals down twice a day. Jim Weaver, thank you for sharing. I appreciate everybody sharing this. Grant Cardone taught me to write my goals down twice a day. If you're not going to the 10X Growth Con, go. Go. There's going to be some great information there. Look, get your stuff in line. Get your goals in line. I'm not going because, quite frankly, right now I am so freaking slammed. I can't just getting on a live. I'm doing a live. This is the first live I've done without being in my private Facebook groups. This is the first live that I've done, and I don't even know how long. It's been a while. It's been a minute. May have been since I was on with James Barber. I don't even remember. He asked me to come on and do a Mindset Monday a couple of weeks ago, which was awesome. That dude, by the way, if you're not following James Barber, make sure you follow him, man. He is freaking unbelievable. That dude was the Phantom of the Opera for 3 years. The dude is amazing. Love that guy. He's a good friend of mine and a client. I've done some work for him. So listen, just you know, the end result. What's the ultimate goal? The ultimate goal is going to be different for everybody. I may say I want a net worth of $100 million by 2020. And you may say, I would like to own a small island out in the middle of Lake Erie. I don't know. Why would you want that? But okay. It gets cold up there is all I'm saying. I mean, really cold in the winter. But maybe you want that. Maybe you like that. But, you know, it's different for everybody. So for me, my goals are my goals. Your goals need to be your goals. But I can tell you, like Daniel said, I got 730 goals written down at the end of the year. That's right. 730 goals written down at the end of the year. I used to think that it was okay just to write your goals maybe once a year around New Year's. Like, okay, going to plan for the year now. I'm going to write my goals. Shoot, man. You start writing your goals every day, twice a day, in the morning and at night before you go to bed, and you write down targets of what you want to achieve, hitting what targets you want to hit every single day. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, you'll see some magical things happen in your life. John Piper, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Chris Castles, how's it going, man? How's it going? So look, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm ranting and raving about at this point. Just know that if you want to accomplish big things in your life, you better start setting some big goals. And when you do set those big goals, you better get ready to put in some big work. You better get ready to put in some big work. Because if you're not willing and ready to put in work and work through that phase of, oh God, I'm so tired right now, I could just take a nap. Oh man. You got to get up, man. Get the body moving. Jog in place if you have to. I mean, I was up the other night. I was sitting here about 1:15 in the morning. I was like, oh God, I can't watch any more of these training videos I'm watching. Oh God. And I made it, man. I got up and I'm like, all right, come on, let's go. Wake up. Jogging in place. Woo. And I sat back down and I was wide awake. And that's what you got to do, man. You got to get crazy like that. A body in motion stays in motion. That's right, Deb. So you got to get crazy like that. You got to get your body moving. You got to keep moving. Got to keep moving. Do you need to sleep? Yes. Grant says, I love this. He's like, people are like, man, if I do all that work, man, I'm gonna burn out, man. He's like, bro, you're not a candle. Candles burn out. You ain't no candle. You know, people talk about people, and I remember Tony Robbins talking about something like, people say, well, I've done everything. I've tried everything and I just can't get it. And he's like, really? Everything? Name 5. Name 5 things that you tried. Well, okay, I didn't do everything, but I did. No, you said you tried everything. Name 3 things that you did. Name 3 things. Like, think about that. Everybody's walking around saying, I did everything. I gave it my all. I did everything I possibly could. There's always more that you can do. I promise you there's always more you can do. Always. As long as you still have air coming in and out of those lungs and you're upright and you're mobile and you're not buried 6 feet under, there is always something more that you can do. I promise you. Jason says, I put my goals on my snaps and Facebook story. I know you do, dude. I see them. Natalie says, it's my last week at this JOB, which stands for just over broke. I've been putting in 35 hours overtime for 6 months. No more. Now it's time to put things in action. I'll have more time to focus on what my intentions are. Bam! That's it right there. That is it, Natalie. You got it. Peter Getchell, what is going on? Daniel, I know you'll be up all night working, bro. Your all never ends. That's right. Amber Felt. Oh my God, there's Amber. Amber just had a baby. Congratulations. What a beautiful little one. Jason, your all never ends. Otherwise, you didn't give it your all. That's right, man. That's right. So look, you can always do more. Push forward, push through it. The payoff doesn't matter, man. The payoff doesn't matter. Don't worry about the payoff. What's up, Peter? Don't worry about the payoff. The payoff will be what the payoff is. Write your goals down. You know, a friend of mine used to say, and I like this, I'm trying to think of a way to rephrase it, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to tell you what he used to say. He used to say, plan your plans and let God handle the results. Plan your plans, work your ass off for them, and let whatever, the universe, God, the spirit world, whatever you want to call it, whatever you refer to it as, whatever that is, that all-encompassing power that exists everywhere out there, give the results to that. Give the results to that. Don't worry about that. Just work, man. I mean, work. That same friend of mine, Richie Bello, my brother, how you doing, man? Good to see you, Richie. That same guy used to say, and this one's a good one. I love this one. That same guy used to say, pray as if you cannot work and work as if there is no God. Think about that. Pray like you can't work and work like there's no God. Seriously. So, look, I can't live. That's, bro, you're in my corner, bro. I appreciate you. Detach from the outcome, Deb. That's it. You got it. Like, plan your plans. Write your goals out. Look, I had a goal about a month ago. The Powerball and the lottery, whatever, they were each up to like $300 or $400 million. I immediately wrote that down. I won the $400 million Powerball lottery. And I didn't win. Dang it, I didn't win. But man, I had some big plans for that. So Deb, somebody else, I swear to God, somebody else today literally said this, said, you sound like Woody from Toy Story. I'm like, I don't know how to take that, man. That's Tom Hanks, I think. But like, you know, you gotta freaking like, you've got to, you know, like, you can't, just because you don't hit your result right away doesn't mean you give up. You don't give up. You keep pushing forward. At least I've graduated to Tom Hanks. I've had other people say that I sound like Norm Macdonald. Yeah, I didn't. Take it as a compliment. Well, thank you, Peter Getchell. I will. I just need to get a little white volleyball named Wilson to keep next to me. Oh yeah, Tom's awesome. So like, look, just You got to push forward, man. Like, you're not going to hit everything that you're trying to hit, but that doesn't matter. You got to keep swinging. Babe Ruth had a, 714 batting average, whatever it was, something ridiculous. But he also held the record for the most strikeouts when he was playing. Like, he swung at everything. And when he got a hold of it, man, he got a hold of it. He got a hold of it. Right? But you got to just keep freaking swinging, man. You got to keep pushing. You got to, and once in a while, you're going to crack one out of the park. And as, there's a snake in my boot. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. I did it. So, look. Oh, Deb, you're going to pay for that one. So, look, all I'm saying is you've got to just push forward, push through it all. Keep going. Write your goals down. Get clear on what it is you'd like to accomplish with your life. Get clear on what it is you want to accomplish with your business or your sales career or whatever it is. You've got to get some clarity, and you have to get frequent. You have to get super, super frequent. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's funny. I'll have to send you I'll send you a recording of that, Deb. Anyway, so look, I appreciate you all being on here. I love you all. If there's anything I can ever do to help any of you, well, happy birthday to your daughter. Tell her I said happy birthday, unless she can hear me. What's her name? What? Peter Getchell is the vice president of Knowledge Link, and I'm never going to hear the end of there's a snake in my boot. I'm never going to hear the end of it now. But anyway, so Deb, what's her name? Is it Gia? Well, happy birthday, Gia. Happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful 14. Oh, my goodness. I have a little girl that's 12. Going on 24, I swear to God. Anyway, happy birthday, Gia. Everybody, hey, everybody on here, I mean, it says there's 12 of you. Could everybody say happy birthday to Gia real quick? Just real quick, drop it in there. Happy birthday, Gia. I would sing happy birthday to Gia, but I'm not going to. Anyway, so listen. I keep this laying right here next to me all the time. Don't be a little, don't be that. Don't be that. Greg Walker, my brother, right here in Columbus. The infamous Greg Walker, the big dreamer, my man. So, look, you got to... Uh-oh, I lost the connection there for a second. So look at that. Everybody's saying happy birthday to Gia. So Gia, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful birthday. And everybody send Deb Lord a friend request. She needs more friends. I'm telling you, I just know it. I feel it right here in my heart. Thank you, guys. Jason, thank you, man. I'm looking forward to that. What's up, Victor? How you doing, bro? Good to see you, man. So look. I appreciate all of you. I love all of you. Rebecca Chernick. Oh, my God. I love that woman. Y'all need to follow her right now. And Tammy Acosta. Look at this. Look at these people. Oh, my gosh. I love all of you. I've been on here for like, I don't know, 75 minutes or something. And a lot of you have stayed right here with me, and I genuinely appreciate that. So my message tonight is, what's the payoff? The payoff is there's no payoff. You're going to die, okay? That's the payoff. You're going to work your ass off for a long, long time. There's a really good chance that you're going to fail many, many times. You could possibly lose everything and become homeless, and at the end you get to die. There's the payoff. Sorry, that's the reality of it. And guess what? I ain't never seen no hearse with a luggage rack. So you ain't taking it with you. So learn to help other people. And guess what? The more you help other people, the more you're going to need a luggage rack on your freaking hearse. It's a weird little, what do you call that? Irony of life, a paradox. I don't know. But if you learn to help other people and don't be so damn selfish, like help other people, help people. You're going to need a luggage rack on your hearse. You're going to need an extra coffin to put your money in. I'm kidding. You really shouldn't do that. Because then people be digging your gravesite up if the rumor gets out. You don't want all that. Just leave it to me. I'll give you my address. I'm kidding. No, just leave it to your kids. Leave a legacy. Do something good for your family and your life by teaching. Like I teach my kids, you got to help other people. Luggage rack. Like you got to help other people. I teach my kids that. My wife was if you go to my Facebook page, my wife, as you know, has been doing the marketing for the Florida State Fair. She's in Florida at the State Fair, doing all kinds of stuff down there in Tampa right now with them. And she ran into these kids that she was escorting around from the Disney Channel, the Sky Cats from Raven's Home and Callum Worthy from Austin and Alley. They were both, like my wife hung out with them all day today, taking them around they were in a show. Stephen Fout Jr., look at that. So Daniel said my new business. That's funny. But hey, man, maybe it's a good business idea. But, you know, my wife ran into them, and just by being a good person and working your ass off, pardon my language, Gia, if you're still watching. Sorry. But anyway, I know your mom. You've had to have heard that word before. Anyway, sorry, Deb. You know it's true, though. But anyway, so like, she gets... These two kids send Abigail a personal message today, and this Callum kid from Austin and Alley, the TV show, grabs Jill's phone right out of her hand and he says, "Hey, I wanna send Abigail a personal video." And he did. He recorded a video on Jill's phone, and Jill sent it, and so I posted it on Facebook. So it's totally true. I know. I've watched your lives. So like, look. Like, the payoff is, like, leave a legacy where people are like, yeah, man, that guy or that gal, like, they lived their life to help other people. That's what they live for. That was a good person. That's somebody that I want to emulate their behavior in life. That's what you get. That's the payoff. That's the payoff. You can leave a legacy. You can create an unbelievable legacy of helping other people. Man, there's so many people. The world is already filled with enough people like that are self-centered and all they think about is themselves. That old Willie Nelson song, you know, I am always on my mind. I'm just kidding. That's not the name of it. It's actually you are always on my mind. But, you know, like, leave a legacy. Leave a legacy that you can be proud of. Because between, like, how messed up is that? Like, the moment you're born into this world, you start to die. What? You just don't know when. You just don't know when it's going to happen. You don't know when. It could be tonight. What have you done to help other people? How selfish were you? What are people going to say about you? Serious. What are they going to say? That you helped a lot of people? Or that you were always on your mind? So anyway, that's all I have. Thank you guys. Love y'all. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for all the shares. And for those of you who stayed for the endurance, wow. Every breath we take is one less breath we have left. That is so true. Thank you all. Appreciate you. Love you. And I will see you again very soon. Deb, I haven't forgotten. We need to talk. We need to talk. I'll see you guys. Have a good night.